Hello everyone, Luis Concepcion here from Strategic Profit Line Trading, coming to you with the plan of the week for week number 45. Here's our agenda for the week. I'll cover the news, provide a market overview, and we have 845 companies reporting earnings. However, the majority of the Mag 7 reported last week, and we have NVIDIA next week, which will be the next catalyst in the market. Here's our results for week 44. 27 zones provided, went 5 and 3. No entry 15 in progress. You got Clorox, Spotify, Race, and Novo. So if you want to look at those companies this week, feel free to do so. Here's the earnings outlook for this week. And I went ahead and updated things, and we are 95 and 13 with the following companies hitting this week. Yeah, MP, Palantir, Uber, Triple Use, Hood, AMD, Dual, Celestica. The last three not holding zones. Although Dual worked in options, just not as a stock trade or the zone held, but it did work if you played the option trade right. However, because the zone did not hold, still marking it as it didn't work. So moving on to the news, I'm not going to waste anybody's time this week. The government is still closed, so everything is tentative, but we don't have to pay attention to anything pretty much until Thursday, where we have U.S. reports. If the government decides to open this week, be cognizant of reports that will be released on Thursday and on Friday. Other than that, there's nothing for the news. The government is shut down, so uh, Thursday and Friday are the only 2 days to pay attention to in the event the shutdown is over. Moving into the chart, starting with the SPX or the S&P 500, as you can see, this was our level, and we bounced up there Friday afternoon, that level being 6663.50 to 6602.04. There is supply in the lower levels, however, not on the larger time frame. So I'm going to say at the moment, there is no supply in the S&P 500. However, for those of you who know how to play the lower time frames, be cognizant of the 6850 level. Moving on to the NASDAQ or Tech, another nice drawdown this last week. Went ahead and violated a couple of our zones. We had quick bounces from them, and the same level as in the S&P 500. This is the level that's holding 24,867 to 24,669. With that being said, the next level we have on the demand side is 23,877.55 to 23,668. And for our supply zone, we're going to utilize this level right here, 25,873.76 to 26,206. So the drawdown did provide some supply in the markets. Moving on to the Dow Jones, as you can see, this Dow Jones penetrated deeply into it. I'm going to remove this level given how far it went into it, but it did hold for those of you who traded it this week. On the demand side, next level I have for you is going to be 457.59 to 452.03. And there is no supply in the Dow Jones as we do not have the structure for it. Moving on to the almighty rut. As you can see, it hit our demand zone for those who played it. Hit met entry on Friday, 2386 to 2327 is still intact. And just be mindful that this supply zone has worked on numerous occasions. So 2510 to 2542 is going to be our ranges for Russell. Moving into earnings, first company I have for you starting with Monday is going to be Barrett, ticker symbol B. And no supply on the demand side, 27.33 to 26.13 in the event of an overshoot, 24.21 to 23.40. Next company I have for you is going to be Monday, ticker symbol MNDY. On the demand side, 141.37 to 122.35. On the supply side, 246.88 to 263.93. In the event of an overshoot, you have the 280.29 to 296.99. Next company is going to be Instacart, ticker symbol CART. On the demand side, 33.15 to 30.99. In the event of an overshoot, 27.99 to 23.42. On the supply side, 41.72 to 43.14. Moving on to Monday after the market, first company I have for you is Rigetti, ticker symbol RGTI. You can see that it's in this is bouncing off of this level, that level being 32.12 to 28.50. In the event this holds, you may have another shot of it on Monday or Tuesday morning. Next company is CoreWeave, ticker symbol CRWV. On the demand side, 72.43 to 60.83. On the supply side, 150.99 to 173.22. Next company I have for you is Oxy, ticker symbol OXY. On the demand side, 39.56 to 38.65. As you can see, we turned right before this level. So in the event this doesn't hold, you have another level here at 37 even to 31.42. On the supply side, 44.61 to 46.02. Next company I have for you is going to be Nebius, ticker symbol NBIS. On the demand side, 73.25 to 62.19. In the event of an overshoot, 57.03 to 43.89. Next company is C, ticker symbol SE. On the demand side, 121.42 to 111 even. On the supply side, 201.50 to 230.58. Moving on to Tuesday after the market. First company I have for you is Oklo. It doesn't want to load. So let's move on and we'll circle back. So Oklo, as you can see, it hit this level and it worked already. So be cautious with this level 96.60 to 89.92. It may hold again. However, in the event we drop, I highly doubt we go back to 41.52 to 34 even, but there's a level there. With that being said, let me give another level. It may hold 77.03 to 66.24. Now moving on to Circle. Ticker symbol CRCL. On the demand side, 84.09 to 61.05, and on the supply side, 225.28 to 262.98. Next company is going to be Onon. Ticker symbol ONON. On the demand side, 30.72 to 27.34. On the supply side, 56.09 to 58.21. Next company I have for you is Cisco, ticker symbol CSCO. As you can see, we've rejected this level here. That level being 75.02 to 81.90 for your supply. On the demand side, 60.23 to 58.47. Next company I have for you, ticker symbol GRAL. On the demand side, 48.33 to 43.50. Moving on, more common name this week is going to be Disney. Ticker symbol DIS. You can see it has multiple levels here, 105.96 to 103.82, and another level here at 102.67 to 100.22. On the supply side, 129.89 to 133.89. Next company I have for you is going to be AMAT. On the demand side, 151.71 to 144.61. On the supply side, 239.87 to 249.06. Last company I have for you this week is going to be Twist, ticker symbol TWST. On the demand side, 25.79 to 23.04. And no supply at the moment. Oh, 54.22 to 60.97. It's gonna do it for me in the charts this week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to check out the website or shoot me an email. If you like this content, feel free to do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, happy trading.